All right. Good evening, everybody. We are back again. I think it's been just about a week. We haven't been able to get out here. It has been super cloudy and rainy here, which is wonderful in the desert. I used to hate the rain when we lived in New Jersey, and now I love the rain because we get it so rarely out here. We really needed a good rain, but the clouds have cleared up a little bit. Um, it's pretty clear out. Uh, I figured we'd jump on here and do one target and talk a little bit and see what we've missed during the week. Um, we're going to be doing a stream tomorrow night for sure. We're going to do our Sunday stream. It's supposed to be really nice and it's supposed to be super clear out. And it just rained. And if you don't know, after it rains, the rain collects all those dust particles out of the air and it makes the viewing much better. So we are going to do that tomorrow. Um, I'm not sure what targets yet. I guess I'll figure it out on the fly tomorrow. Uh, but I figured we'd come out here. It's a little later than usual. Don't forget, astronomy, as much as I'm not a night owl anymore because I'm not 20, is a night owl sport. So as we get into some of these targets, you'll notice that we come on at varying times because the sky, we can't come on all the time at 7:30 because the sky is always the same. Not, relatively speaking, at 7:30, it changes as the year goes on, but I mean, we can't wait weeks for to do something else at 7:30. So we'll be coming on at different times and trying to grab different targets as they get higher in the sky later at night. And then as the year goes on, we'll be able to grab other targets, earlier. So it'll be, we'll sort of be jumping back in between, those times. Sometimes very late. I can do some super late streams if I'm up to it, if I'm not falling asleep in my chair before I come out here. I know I sound old, but I am. So tomorrow night, and then we'll do our stream, and then it'll be good. One thing I wanted to say, we went down to Stellar Vision Astronomy today in Tucson with our friend Frank Lopez, and it was a good visit. I did some wiring on his Volkswagen, brought that back to him. I hope he's happy with that. And then we did collect the Celestron Nexstar 102 SLT to give away. We have it in our possession now. So now that it's in our possession, and we're going to do the stream tomorrow night. Now tomorrow night, to win the telescope, I'll put this on our Facebook site, but the only way you're going to be able to enter the contest is there is going to be a keyword in our stream, and every time I stream, I'm going to say that keyword, and you have to go back and you're going to have to watch the stream because I hope nobody blabs what the keyword is. So we're going to use the keyword in our streams here for a couple weeks, and then I'm going to let the contest run for about a month, and then whoever enters, whether it's one person or 500 people, I got the software all set up. We're going to have a site take care of it for us, so it's all super easy and super fair. And you're going to have to you're going to be checked. You have to be liked or followed or subscribed to one of our platforms. That's either YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. So make sure you're a follower or a subscriber on one of those sites. Get the keyword. We'll send you to our Starlight Starbright Observatory website, and from there there'll be a contest link on the front page. Click it, enter your information and the keyword, and then in a month's time we will do the drawing for the telescope. It's actually very nice. I can't wait to. I'm actually going to try and use it before we give it away, just to fool around with it because it's really nice. It's going to be a super great gift for somebody out there to get started in astronomy. It's a really nice scope. It's a moon killer. We got its go-to. It has a 90-degree optical at the end of the mirror, and we'll have a nice 30. I think we have a 30 millimeter lens for it. Pretty wide lens, but it'll get you going, and it'll be super fun. All right, so we've announced that. If you got my email or you saw it on Facebook, we are doing IC 405. We're later here. It's starting to come up. It is IC 405. Oh, the Flaming Star Nebula. Let's change our ticker because I always forget to do that. And we're gonna do. Let's see here. IC 405, and it is the Flaming Star Nebula. All right. There we go. IC 405, the Flaming Star Nebula. All right, let's. I'm going to go over to Clyde or to Stellarium here, and show you what we're looking at right here. This is where it's at right here. Here's the Flaming Star Nebula. It's got a lot of high magnitude stars in it. Let's see, the Flaming Star Nebula. Let's see here. It is an emission nebula, and we have our Oplong L-enhance filter in, and it is at a magnitude of 6.0 reduced to 6.26 by the air. So it's actually it's a pretty bright nebula. It's really good. It's really good. I like to say anything under an 8 magnitude is really easy to see. This is a nebula you could see in a smaller telescope because it's pretty bright. But there it is, and hopefully ours is going to look like that. It's super clear. Clyde seems to be running pretty good tonight, and we are pointed east northeast. So there's a lot of stuff out here. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. All right. All right, here we are. Now, I told Clyde to go there. There he is right there. The moon's out a little bit, but it's pointing the other way, so we should be in good shape. So let's go ahead and let's see, the magnitude 6. I'm going to say, let's take our gain. Let's take our gain right around 39 or 40. Let's see here. Let's drop our gamma just a hair. Let's do 0.90 gamma. Everything else looks good. We're on high conversion gain, and then we'll go to our trigger mode. Let's do 20 seconds. 20 seconds with this Hyperstar and Clyde is really a sweet spot. Oh, hey Mike, how you doing, bud? I'm glad you got on. I wasn't sure which platform you got on. I sent the emailer out just to make sure, because I know a lot of the old schoolers, and I like it too, like the email. How you doing, Amy? I just announced we're going to be doing our telescope giveaway. I'm going to have the contest up tomorrow, and we're doing a Sunday stream tomorrow, and there's going to be keywords in all of our stream. It's going to be the same word, but you're going to have to watch one of the streams to get the keywords to enter the contest. And there's going to be a link off of our Starlight Starbright Observatory site. It's going to be awesome. All right, let's see here. Let's do our trigger mode. Like I said, 20 seconds seems to be a sweet spot. So let's go ahead and start our loop. Let's see what we get here. I'm not even quite sure where Clyde is pointed out, but we're going to try it. Hopefully it's in the middle or pretty close. So yeah, it's really nice out tonight. The moon's starting to get a little bright though. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's really good right there. I think that's going to be good. That's going to be a nice picture. Let's see here. Let's see what our histogram is good. Let's move our black point up a little bit. Oh yeah, that's going to be nice. That's going to be nice. Now it does look a little white. So uh, there may be some little wisps out here. I think it hasn't quite cleared up all the way yet. Uh, so we'll see. Tomorrow night's going to be really good viewing. I hope it's going to be clear all day. I think the stream tomorrow, Amy, I'm going to try and come on between 7:30 and 8:30. I'll put it on the Facebook page and put out a mailer, but it'll be around that time sometime. I just have to get my targets ready and see what we're going to do. So it might be a little bit more in the evening to try and get some different targets. Just for because they're a little higher in the sky, and some of the targets we want to do or little different targets are starting to come out a little bit later. All right, this is looking pretty good. Let's see, where is my gain at? Oh, I think we're at 39. We could probably, let's stop this. We could probably do, let's do 22 seconds and just turn our gain up to 45. I think that's going to be a winner. And then we'll move our black point up a little bit because that is going to change once we do our higher gain and our higher exposure time. I gotta tell you, we didn't do it today because we got down to Frank's down in Stellar Vision late today. But next weekend I'm going back there early in the morning. Me and our beautiful co-host. Oh, that looks a lot better. That looks really good right there. All right, let's go ahead and start our stack while we're blabbing here. And this is going to slowly emerge and be beautiful. Frank down there at Stellar View Astronomy in Tucson. Oh, and by the way, we got this telescope from Frank. Frank is such a wonderful person. He got it in on a trade. It was very lightly used. Oh, I got a message. It might be my co-host. Oh, of course, my co-host. Yeah, it's a little hard to see right now. It's going to it'll appear a little bit better. Let's get some stacks in it, and then we'll zoom in on it. It's definitely a little tougher to see, but let's see what we're doing here. Our white balance is looking good. Our black point's looking good. All right, our camera is cooled. If you can see, oh, you can't see under here, but their camera is at 0 degrees Celsius. That's where we want to be. Yeah, our focus looks good. I did focus it a little bit. We'll let this stack up. You know what? It might not be, like I said, there is still a little bit of a haze from some of the cloud cover, so it might not be perfect viewing, but we can come on here and have a little fun and try and do a little bit here. And once we get into our post-processing, we get some stacks up in here, it'll be good. Let's see here. So anyway, we were down at Frank's today, and I have to tell you, they got a lot more telescopes in. That place is just absolutely unbelievable. There are so many telescopes in there. It's not like anything I've ever seen. There's got to be literally a couple hundred telescopes in there. It's absolutely mind-boggling. I mean, it's a smaller shop, and they're absolutely everywhere. And you'll be able to see that when we go back next week. Our beautiful co-host and I, we're going to be making a how to buy your first telescope video. We tried to make one before, but I forgot we had the radio on and there was music on there, and I knew we were going to get flagged. They will shut the audio off, and unless you can read lips, it's not going to be a very good video. No, James, I have not been at the studio where they filmed the moon landing. So, but anyway, let's see how many stacks we have here. We were at 7. We'll try to get to 10, and then we'll start doing our high dynamic range on here. It is a little hazy. It's still a little hazy out. It's clear, but I mean, the more powerful your telescope, the more problems you have seeing through the atmosphere. So we have, you know, Clyde's 14-inch telescope. It's super big. It lets a lot of light in, but unfortunately, when we're magnifying like this, it magnifies whatever's the in the air. In this case, it's just cloud wisps. The dirt's all out of the air. You can see the mountains everywhere. It's really good, but it is just still a little hazy with clouds. So, but we will get that that video on how to buy your first telescope. I've heard several times from people, every time I've been to Frank's and someone has come in to get a telescope, they are absolutely overwhelmed. There's so many different styles of telescopes and sizes of telescopes and price ranges of telescopes. You really have no idea what to buy. And I'm going to go through with Frank, and we're going to try and show you like a real world video and of what you should kind of be looking for and what your expectations are. A lot of people get a telescope and they assume that, you know, they're going to see Jupiter or Saturn like, you know, these pictures you see on the internet. And unfortunately, that's just not the case. Even Clyde, as big as that scope is, the way we have it configured, if you do not have it configured the other way and to the highest possible f configuration and really magnetize, and a lot of these people are using Barlow lenses and doublers to get it bigger in your camera, on your lens. Expect it to be very small, just like we did. If you watch our last stream, we did Jupiter, and it's super small in Clyde. I mean, it's detailed, don't get me wrong, you can tell it's Jupiter right away, but it is small. Now if we were to configure the other way, back to f14, we could put the camera on the back of Clyde, and it would be, you'd be using the full power of our telescope, and then it would get bigger, and it would be much better. But I don't like doing that. We're kind of set up for deep space here, so you're just going to have to manage your expectations of what you can see, and you're going to have to look for targets that are easy to see and bigger and brighter, just to get started. That's what we did here when we first started. You know, Frank came over and he showed us some stuff and how to get going. And I remember the first thing we saw, we went to the Bubble Nebula, and it's the Ring Nebula. We did the Ring Nebula, and I couldn't believe it. We were doing everything visually. It's super fun. Let's see how many stacks we got going on down here. Oh, wow, I've been too busy talking. Let's go ahead and start bringing our white point down. Yeah, here we go. I think it's going to be okay. Yeah, we're definitely getting some cloud haze through there. Even though we have our black point all the way up to our histogram, it's kind of looking like a little whitish out here, and that is because it's still just a little cloudy, just wispy everywhere. And unfortunately, at 22 seconds, we can't really see the clouds. Like if we were back in video mode, you could see the clouds kind of move over the stars. But this is, if you're just joining in, this is IC 405. This is the Flaming Star Nebula. All right, let's go ahead and go down just a little bit more here. And while that's stacking, let's see here. IC 405 is an exquisite astrography target, which we don't do astrography here. Remember, we do live EAA, electronically assisted astronomy. Due to its unique composition and combination of colors, it's very cool. There's some blue and stuff in there. I don't think we're going to be able to pull all that out of there tonight. It's just not optimal. Let's see here. It is best to see in late fall or early winter, which we are in right now. Let's see here. It is an emissions nebula, which is an H2 region, and it is also a reflection nebula. Reflection nebulas, they're out there. You don't want to use a filter for reflection nebulas because the filter will cut them out, cut the reflection out. Let's see here. Don't ask me how I know. I learned that the hard way. I was like, I don't know why I can't see this. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay. It is 1,500 light years away. Oh my gosh. That's like a trip to the movie theater. It's no big deal. Well, if you're Elon, it's no big deal. By the way, I hope everybody goes on the internet and watches the launch of Starship today. It was absolutely phenomenal. It took off, and all 36 Raptor engines worked, and it did do some. They have this hot separation technique that worked, and then it was over. It was a great success for Elon. Don't watch the news and say it was a failure. These are all test stages. There is no failures when you're testing. All right. Let's see here. Anything else? Trying to see if there's anything interesting here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Not only is it 1,500 light years away, it is 5 light years across. That is craziness. I wish we could comprehend that, but we just can't. All right. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. There's definitely some clouds rolling in. Unfortunately, because I'm in the control room, unless I get up, I don't have a skylight in this, so I can't see out anymore. Used to be able to, I'd just be able to look up because I was actually in the observatory scope part in the old one, and I could see the sky. But here I can't really see. I have a control room window here, but it's not very good for viewing and looking up. Yeah, it's definitely got some wisps out there. There's probably not much we can do about it. But like I said, we're just on here to have a little fun and talk about what's been going on and announce our telescope giveaway. So make sure you tell your friends and your family to get on one of these platforms and like and subscribe or follow, because that's going to be important. Hopefully, I have a few more things to do the observatory. We're going to do a tour I'll make a video tour of the observatory, and you can just see where we're broadcasting from. Let's see, what do we got here? We got 29. I'm not sure it's going to get too much better than this. Let's go ahead and take a snap. There we go. All right, now let's go and do our range. Oh, let me go to our live processing screen so you can see all the controls on here. All right, let's see here. Let's take our range up. Okay. Woo. Yeah, it's definitely not as bright as I thought it would be. Let's see here. Image, adjust. We're going to do our curve. Remember, we're going to do our astro curve here. Oh, there we go. That made it pop out. It looks like our tracking is off a little bit tonight. It definitely is off. There we go. All right, it's not bad. Our tracking is definitely moving a little bit. You can see the bottom line on this screen. So I think tomorrow, before we do our stream, I'll go back into SharpCap. That's another program, and we will check our polar alignment, because I've been messing with the scope out there, and I bet you I bumped it off probably a little bit. You know, it's as big and as strong as it is, it's still susceptible to me tinkering with it. So we'll definitely have to check our polar alignment. Now remember, um, when you're getting started, aligning your scope to the North Star is what you want to do, but it's actually not. Uh, it's not true north and astrological north. It's a little bit different, and sharp cap just it basically what it does is it takes a picture with your scope one way, it takes a picture with the scope pointing the other way, and it knows exactly where it is, and it says, "Hey, move your scope to this point." It's very easy. So yeah, it's that's not too bad. It's definitely wispy out. You can tell because we've got a lot of vignetting in here, and it's all white. But not bad, not bad. I'll take it. This is you know, not every night yields amazing pictures. In real world astronomy, you're always kind of tinkering with your equipment, and you're always you know, you're at the mercy of the weather. Even though it seems very clear out here tonight, there's some wisps everywhere, and those little white wisps tend to make it look like this. But what we can do, all right, let's stop that. I'm really not sure we're going to save that picture because it's not that great. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and stop our stack. I think the moon is out. And usually when it's like a halfway, you can get some good pictures of it. Let's see here. Let's go back and I wish they had a default button for this stuff. Maybe I can suggest that to Rock. Okay, let's see here. Stop that. Go back to video mode. All right. Yep, focus still looks pretty good. Oh, we have this filter in. I wonder how this filter's going to look with the moon. I'm not really sure, but let's see here. Let's go to Stellarium and see what's going on here. Where is the... Oh, there's Jupiter. Oh, the moon's already down. Oh my goodness, that was quick. Let's see here. We are right there. Let's see. Look at these big ball of gases right here. That's pretty crazy. Oh, the Flying Nebula. The Pinwheel Cluster. We need to take our filter out for that. Let's see here. See here. Let's go over to this, see here. Here's the Inchworm Cluster. Let's go over to this Veil Nebula, and we'll just we'll try and get our bearing right there. So let's see. Let's see here. Told Clyde to go there. There he goes. Oh, yeah. It's gonna flip all the way over there. I believe this is west northwest. All right. All right, there we are. We have arrived. All right, let's do a trigger mode. We'll leave everything is. We'll come down here to like 17 seconds and we'll take a picture and see where we're at. Hopefully, we're pretty close. Oh, and we are. And we are. Yeah, but it's... Oh, thanks for the like, Jamie. Let's see here. Yeah, for sure. It's just back to video mode. Let's see here. Yep, we're definitely getting some cloud cover. That's it sucks. Yep, there's not much we can do about that. It's starting to get a little cloudy back out. I didn't think it would. We had such a right before I got on, we had such a great opening, and I was just slewing around, and things looked great. But it's definitely getting too much cloud cover now. Let's see here. Let's see here. We'll do one loop, and we'll see what happens here. But I don't think we're going to be able to do too much more. I had high hopes, but unfortunately, it's just not going to work out. But we are fortunate here in Arizona. We have a lot of sky time where a lot of places don't really have much sky time. Yeah, it's too cloudy for sure. Yep, the clouds have rolled back in. I can already tell. See how there's hardly any detail, and it's skewed out. Remember, we did this so many nights ago, and this will just pop out. So it's always good to go back and if you have a camera, to test where you're at by looking at a bright target. But yeah, it's starting to get grainy. It's this white grain. Okay, well, there isn't much else that we can do, unfortunately. The moon is in and out too. So anyway, all right, everybody, we'll be on tomorrow night, and then we'll have the contest tomorrow. We'll start tomorrow. Don't forget to be on